I would like you to give us a better perspective and a proper explanation of what cybersecurity is all about so that for some of our viewers to have a proper understanding of what we want to talk about. Let's start with that.
Okay, once again, good morning. Thank you for inviting me. Yes, actually, this month is the Cybersecurity Awareness Month, and which aims to raise awareness for people to be aware of the dangers of cybercrime and also to protect their online activities and for businesses, of course, to protect their devices and also data. Customers' data and individuals to protect their information. As an organization, what we do is we raise awareness for people to be aware of the dangers surrounding the internet, so people can be aware of the dangers in it. So cybersecurity all is just for individual to protect themselves and making sure that all their devices are being protected and everything is installed in the proper way. Thank you.
All right, let's look at businesses now. How can a business achieve a robust cybersecurity framework, and what benefits will it be to them?
Well, for me, I believe business can help themselves by protecting themselves, like I said initially, and it's going to be a big benefit to businesses because now there are other machine learning, artificial intelligence that is coming up for businesses to use to protect themselves because there are a lot of threats out there, and human cannot protect these. Whereas the need of artificial intelligence and machine learning has come in. So this helps the algorithms to help businesses protect their devices. So business can take advantage of this and also get departments that can help protect this, because some of these businesses will not tell you what they are losing. They will not tell you because, of course, they will not want you to know that happening. But they have to protect themselves from the dangers surrounding the threats. Thank you.
All right. I would like you to talk to us about some of the common types of cyber attacks and then suggest ways to manage this form of attacks, the common type of cyber attacks here, especially in Africa.
Well, the common types of cyber attack we have is phishing, what I call phishing. This is where the criminal pretends to be a contact, and then they send you a link, and then you click on the link, or also malicious to download a malicious file, or you give a sensitive access information. So that's phishing attack, one. Then I can also say malware attack. Malware, this is as a result of sending you Trojan and viruses, Then the third one I'll say is ransomware, where the attacker, we attack your information and ask you to pay ransom. That's the third one. The fourth one, I'll go to weak password. I think weak password is what people face, and businesses also face this. When you don't have a strong password, your password must be unique, very strong, And then lastly, I would say insider threats. When I say insider, most times we talk to ourselves. We said, okay, do you know that some of this stealing that happens in the company, or maybe banks and the likes, is some of them are insider that are performing this act. So insider, and also some of them are ex-employees that are work with the company, and instead of them to change their password or their information for the company information, they still go with it, and then they use that to commit internet crime. So these are the major threats that I would consider as these businesses faced. Thank you.
All right. In order to ensure that you are secure, you have cybersecurity, it takes lots of investments too. But considering the investments you make to make yourself secure and what could happen when you don't do all of that, how would you judge it? Is it cost saving? Is it something that you should do ahead of time?
Sorry, come again with that question, please.
All right. For you to have some of the softwares and the things that will help you to boost security of your network to ensure that you have a robust cybersecurity, sometimes you need to make some investment into it. Would you consider it cost saving, considering what could happen when some of those things are not in place?
Absolutely, absolutely. I will consider it to be cost saving because you don't know the dangers this will cost you in future. So investing in security softwares, let me not mention name, investing in security softwares is a good thing for company, for businesses. At the end, it will save you a lot because you don't know the damages this will cause in future, and you don't know how much you will lose. So investing in this is of course, for me, it's good. It's very good.
Okay, I would like you to educate viewers on the responsible use of passwords. You initially talked about the issue of weak passwords. I would like you to educate our viewers on the responsible use of passwords and strategy to put in place to avoid being vulnerable.
Okay, thank you. So when you come to a password, we have to be very, very careful and the way we use this password. Like for me, I change password regularly, probably 2 months, 3 months, I change password. And all my accounts, I use different password, but I try to remember them. You don't have to forget them. And also it is pertinent to use two-factor authentication, multi-factor authentication, to help you guide from these attackers. So a strong password, most times we say had a bit of numbers, characters, and symbols, and something that you can remember. Some people use birth dates, their birth dates. Some people use some numbers for them because they feel is what they can remember easily, and which for me is not secure. So when you mix, and you see some of these online activities when they ask you for password, and they will tell you numbers, the characters and symbols, you had them, and then probably a capital letter mixed like that. So sometimes there are some password that you will put, it will take the attackers 2,000 years to crack. Some, it will take them 100 years to crack. They will try it, but of course. But when you put weak password, there are some registration you do online. When you insert the password to tell you the weak password, strong password. So you get to know password that are strong. And there are ways you can generate password for you to know this password is strong and this password is weak. So it's better for one to have a stronger password, and also when you have opportunity, please use a multi-factor authentication, which we also call two-factor authentication. And now it's even easier for you. Now we have so many authenticator app that you can use to generate code. Because when you log into your whatever activities you want to do, when you log in, it will ask you to enter a password authenticator. So it will send a message to your phone, and then from your mobile phone, you will now authenticate it. So it goes automatically. In this way, attackers who want to invade into your system will have to, when you see the message come to your phone, it will know that, oh, somebody is trying to invade into your computer. So this is what individual or businesses need to be aware of, to have a strong password that will help them attackers not to access their devices. Thank you.
Make use of third-party vendors and partners. Now, how can they ensure that their third-party vendors or partners have adequate security measures? Because the clients may not even know of the third-party vendors or the partners. They just know the company that is at the forefront. What can happen to ensure this?
Well, what I share with my friends when it comes to third-party vendors now, some of us are third-party vendors. So we have to be, I would say, careful, but we cannot be careful enough. So what we do is this. We ask, like, companies should send a message to these people to let them know, okay, we are not the one. If you receive message from this, we are not the one that sent you these messages. And we should also be aware of what information we give out there. Some of these businesses, they ask for your personal information, and then you should be very careful with that. And then when you have any information, any message come to you as a third party, you have to verify with the business, with the company. You know, this will also help. And training also, send the messages to your probably vendors and let them know this is from you and this is not from you, and these are the things that you should expect from you, because this will also help you as a third party, you know, because of course we all have to do what we have to do. Thank you.
Now let's talk about the business side of this venture. For someone who wants to invest in this kind of business, you want to take it like a business to be a service provider. What are the basic requirements when it comes to capital, when it comes to finance, then the rudimentary skills needed for you to be an expert in this field?
Okay, let me share a story before I answer that question. Now, when you talk about experts, when it comes to cybersecurity, well, yes, we have experts, but everybody needs to be aware of this, because we all face this, and especially when it comes to business as well. So, you know, some people are just coming into business, while some people are already in the business. Some are coming into the business. So everybody needs to be expert in this field. Everybody. That is why we said cybersecurity is a collective responsibility. It's a collective responsibility in the sense that we all need to be aware of these dangers. Now, the story is this. In 2014, I was in India, a company, UST Global, and you know, I didn't have a computer science background. So I was there because of the project I run. So I went there for an internship, and the lady, there was a question that was raised, and then I told the lady, well, I'm sorry, I don't have a computer science background. So she said, nobody in this company was born with this background. Everybody learned it. So they went to school, some went to courses, went to training to learn it. So Felix, you can as well learn it to become an expert. Hence, where I am today, I learned it to become who I am today. So this is why everybody needs to be expert in this field. Everybody needs to go to training to learn this, because you face it, whether you like it or not. You are using internet. As far as you are using the internet, now, of course, we are now in the internet of things, where everything now is internet enabled. So we have to be an expert everybody needs to be an expert, whoever you are. So this is where expertise, professional comes in. You have to be training, engage yourself. Go to training, learn these things, so you can help yourself to secure this, not only for businesses, of course, because businesses will tell you they spend money to train their staff to protect their data, information, and the likes. But individuals also need to be an expert to learn this. So this is what I have to develop myself, so I can become an expert in this area. Thank you.
Okay, let's look at training of staff. Now you've trained some staff, and for some reasons, the staff no longer work with that organization. They're already aware of the company procedures. They have been privileged to some vital information. What can the company do apart from changing passwords to ensure that data the staff were opportunities to have access to while they work there are still protected?
Okay, remember initially I talked about insider threats, and this is where insider threat comes in as part of what the company, the businesses should be aware of. Now, aside changing the password, the business or the company should alert the customers or the general public that this staff is no longer with them, and they should protect their information with this staff in case this staff get in touch with them. So this is one of the areas I consider to help the business or the company as against their customers. Let the general public know, send a message that this staff is no longer with them after you have changed password. Whatever the staff, the ex-employee, as the company devices or information that the ex-employee has, you should return them. And then they change everything about this and send the message out there that this social person is no longer with us. So mind the way you want to do business with this person. Thank you.
All right. The NITDA is in charge of cybersecurity and data protection in Nigeria. I would like to have your take about, the policies, how much the policies have been productive, and then when it comes to the issue of supervision and implementation, how successful has it been in recent times?
Well, NITDA as an organization have been doing a lot. I'll be honest. I've been following them, their activities, and then how they help. But of course, they cannot do everything. So, where we as businesses or individuals, we have to also start to protect ourselves. So, the policies over the years have been okay. What they have done to help businesses, to strive. But of course, like I said, businesses need to also protect themselves. Not some of these policies, you might say, okay, we need maybe more policies. There are some policies that where you want to see people engaging. Of course, like I said, they are trying their best to bring strong policies that will help businesses to strive in terms of the cybersecurity world. Thank you.
All right, what are some of the new innovations in cybersecurity? I know that some apps have come up, some software, but what are some of the new innovations that people need to know? Oh, this doesn't work anymore, you need to do this. And how do you update? So how does a business update itself with current trends in cybersecurity so that they're not using outdated tools or methods?
Well, what I would say, the common, the trend now is, of course, the artificial intelligence and the machine learning. And I will tell you for sure is that we cannot rely on these machines, these algorithms, because of course, these algorithms will help you in a way to detect, prevent, and also respond to cyber threats. But we cannot depend on these. We need what we call skilled human analysts, skilled human analysts that are required to help also comprehend the context and make decisions. So we cannot push that. We cannot push what we feel that is obsolete. No, we cannot push that away. We still need these human analysts to help make decisions. We cannot rely on these new trends that is coming up, these machines, algorithms that are coming up to help us detect and protect, prevent from cyber threats. We still have to go back to the old listing to help us, to comprehend the context and also make decisions.
There are threats for data or threats to data. Then companies would need software to block this threat or to take care of this threat. How much of opportunities does it open up for the cybersecurity experts? I know these days a lot of persons are going into ethical hacking. Are there other fields it has opened up?
Well, there are a lot of fields that are opening up, that are coming up. Yeah, a lot of them, if you go online, you see new one. Like I'll share with my friend who wrote a book on career in technologies, career in technologies. A lot of them, data analysts, data analysis is one of the key role now that people are venturing into. Data analysts and then software managers, security analysts. There are so many of them that people can venture into to help secure the cyber world. So these are some of the trend now when it comes to jobs or roles people can take.
Now let's look at this issue of removing viruses from computer or computer network. You see people deploying, different software, programs here and there. How do you know the right software to deploy when it comes to antiviruses?
Okay, of course, the right softwares are those ones that how will I say, that are not pirated, that are official. You can go get it, and they are very expensive. But some of us or some businesses, because of they cannot afford maybe small businesses, they cannot afford this, right? Authentic softwares, so they go to buy the pirated one or the cracked one. So this will not help. So most of us, even as individuals, we look for the cracked one and then we put it out there, or the free version, the trial version. Then at the end, when it expires, what next? You have to download trial version again, because why? We cannot afford the main antivirus. So we have to look at the authentic antivirus. There are authentic antivirus that are there. When you buy them, you see the seal there. You know that, yeah, this is the authentic software, virus software, that antivirus that you need. So you have to go for the best, for the not the fake or the pirated softwares.
Okay. On that too, there are some thoughts that the kind of antivirus you get can even open you up more to attacks. Is this true, particularly with the free versions, the cracked versions of antivirus?
There are some that, well, I will not say weak, because antivirus is antivirus, but you cannot rely on these antiviruses. You cannot rely on them. So you have to also look for ways to improve on your security. When you rely on this antivirus, you feel okay, because these attackers are very smart. These attackers are very smart. They know. And if there are some antivirus that you put that it will tell you, oh, you have an attacker. You have been attacked. They give you updates. They give you an alert for you to be aware and then take action immediately. But there are some, I don't know, because of course there are free versions. They will not be strong enough because you did not pay for it. So the antivirus company, they want you to upgrade because you have the free version, and the free version has limits to what they can perform. So when you don't upgrade, they start sending you message. Okay, this is you have been attacked. Why not upgrade? And of course, because you don't have money or you don't want to upgrade, and then you face this. So, but when you upgrade and then they start giving you this information, and then that is where you will now improve on how to detect and how to stop this attack from happening. So there are so many antivirus that are good, that will alert you, that will give you information for you to take proper action towards that. But the free version will not do everything for you, so you are still prone to that attack.
From your experience, I would like you to talk about some of the loopholes, especially on the social media space or on the internet, that hackers take advantage of to fleece people or to perpetrate their acts. Some of these loopholes, I would like you to talk to us and then educate us on it, so that at least people can take caution.
Well, there are a lot of loopholes, especially like you mentioned on social media. We are in the social media world. Different social media hubs is coming, and we are also going into social media. We have different social media platforms, different social media networks, and the loopholes are sometimes we don't know what is coming. Like I said, the phishing attack. You have a link. They send you a link, and then you click. Before you know, you have been hacked, or probably you have been pwned, and then you before you know it, whatever information you are doing on your mobile device, everything is being going. And even on your system now, that's what we call keylogger, where you just click on and then they take it. Before you know, whatever information you are inserting on your system, they are taking all this information. They are watching you. So a lot of attacks coming in now in social media in various ways. These attackers are very smart. They are coming with different means to see how they can, different ways to attack. So we have to be very careful whatever we do online with our devices. Whatever we do, we have to be very careful. Not everything you receive, even if you receive a message that is too good to be true, you have to ask questions. You have to find out. Sometimes you see a friend will send you a message. A friend will send you a message, and it's not the friend, it's an attacker who is pretending to be your friend, and then send you a message. You have to, when you get such message, you have to verify. Call the person, ask, I got this message from you. I don't know if it's you. Then the person, oh no, I'm not the one. So you have to be very, very proactive. You see a message that is too good to be true, you have to be very careful. Somebody asks you to send your personal information, private information. You have to be very careful with that by sending them. You know, we are in a world where attackers are always proactive. They are always proactive. Early this year, I read an article which says 2023 will even be more for the attackers. They will even attack more. So as we are using the internet, we should also be proactive. We should find way to protect ourselves online, especially the social media now, where everybody now is trying to, and you know, of course, people are making money on this social media platform now, and this is where the attackers will now start becoming more proactive, because they know people want to gain followers, people want to use social media to, you know, get more money. So this is where the attackers will attack from. So we have to be very careful. And when you find something that is too good to be true, ask questions. Don't click on any link. You have to verify and check. If you see a source coming from, check the source. Make sure you see that the source is protected. You know, the key lock, that padlock is protected. You know, sometimes when you see the HTTPS, hypertext transfer protocol with the secure X, you know this is secure. But when you see the one that is not X, that is not secure, copy the link, go to a browser, click it, and then paste it there, and then click, and then you will see what information that is there. You know, different ways, the attackers use different ways to see how they can get you in. So you should be very careful. Thank you.
What can a business do in the face of cyber attack? You talked earlier about when we were talking about workers who have been privileged to some information when they leave, the company can alert its customers. But every company wants to maintain a good cybersecurity posture before its clients. What can the business do in that situation to minimize damage or losses?
Well, you know, like I said earlier, some of the businesses, they are still losing, but they will not say it. They will not say it. So what they can do now is, apart from the ex-employees, they also have what we call the password information, the password thing to help them, and then endpoint protection. Activate security awareness training. I mentioned that security awareness training. Employees should report phishing emails, you know, and admins to admins. At least the company, they have their admins. So this admin will be very, very active, you know, for any information that that comes his way. It will alert the employees for that, so that they will help the business to protect information. So that's effective cloud backup solution will also help. Effective cloud backup solution will also help the business, you know. So in case of anything wants to happen, of course, they have the backup.